I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses. I can tell you how to bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper in death. Then again, maybe some of you have come to Hogwarts in possession of abilities so formidable that you feel confident enough to not pay attention. Mr. Potter, our new celebrity. Tell me, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? You don't know? Well, let's try again. Where, Mr. Potter, would you look if I asked you to find me a bezoar? Pity. Clearly, fame isn't everything. For your information, Potter, a bezoar is a stone taken from the stomach of a goat, and it will save you from most poisons. Well, why aren't you all copying this down? And Gryffindors, note that 5 points will be taken from your house for your classmate's cheek.
Miss Granger. I would have expected more rational behaviour on your part, and I am very disappointed in you, Miss Granger.
5 points will be taken from Gryffindor. For sheer dumb luck.
Good luck today, Potter. Then again, now that you've proven yourself against a troll, a little game of Quidditch should be easy work for you, even if it is against Slytherin. You don't want me as your enemy, Quirrell. We'll have another little chat soon, when you've had time to decide where your loyalties lie.
Well, professors, it's still hot. That means there's a student out of bed.
Now, what would 3 young Gryffindors, such as yourselves, be doing inside on a day like this?
We were just...
You want to be careful. People will think you're up to something.
Recent events must be taken into account.
Do you have any idea how serious this is? Not to mention the damage you inflicted on a whomping willow that's been on these grounds since before you were born. Silence! I assure you that were you in Slytherin and your fate rested with me, the both of you would be on the train home tonight. As it is,
They are not.
Headmaster, these boys have flouted the decree for the restriction of underage wizardry.
As head of Gryffindor House, it is for Professor McGonagall to determine the appropriate action.
If I might, Headmaster, perhaps Potter and his friends were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. However, the circumstances are suspicious. I, for one, don't recall seeing Potter at dinner.
That's why Ron and I went looking for him, Professor.
Yes, Miss Granger?
My cat has been petrified.
Expelliarmus! Perhaps it would be prudent to first teach the students to block unfriendly spells. We'll be sending Potter to the hospital wing in a matchbox. Might I suggest someone from my own house? Malfoy, perhaps? Don't move, Potter. I'll get rid of it for you.
Allow me, Professor Snape.
Ipera Ivanaska.
The students must be sent home. I'm afraid this is the end of Hogwarts.
A girl has been snatched by the monster lockout. Your moment has come at last. Weren't you saying just last night that you've known all along where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is?
Ridiculous!
And to picture the thing they fear the very most and turn it into something funny. Concentrate, face your fear. Be brave.
Turn to page 394.
Where's Professor Lupin?
That's not really your concern, is it, Potter? Suffice it to say that your professor finds himself incapable of teaching at the present time. Turn to page 394. Which one of you can tell me the difference between an animagus and a werewolf? No one. How disappointing.
Please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Malfoy. That is the second time you've spoken out of turn, Miss Granger. Are you incapable of restraining yourself, or do you take pride in being an insufferable know-it-all? 5 points from Gryffindor. Recognizing it.
Sir, it's Quidditch tomorrow.
Then I suggest you take extra care, Mr. Potter. Loss of limb will not excuse you. Page 394. Potter. What are you doing wandering the corridors at night, Potter? He too was exceedingly arrogant, strutting about the castle. Turn out your pockets. Turn out your pockets. What's this? Really? Open it. Reveal your secrets. Read it. Go on. You insolent little...
Professor.
Well, well. Lupin. Out for a little walk in the moonlight, are we? I have just now confiscated a rather curious artifact from Mr. Potter. Take a look, Lupin. It's supposed to be your area of expertise. Clearly, it's full of dark magic.
Oh, I seriously doubt it, Severus. It looks to me as though it's merely a parchment designed to insult anyone who tries to read it. I suspect it's a Zonko product. Nevertheless, I should investigate any hidden qualities it may possess. It is, after all, as you say, my area of expertise. Harry, would you come with me, please? Professor, good night. Come here.
Vengeance is sweet. I hoped I'd be the one to catch you.
Severus.
I told Dumbledore you were helping an old friend into the castle, and now, here's the proof.
Now, if you'll excuse us, Remus and I have some unfinished business to attend to.
Give me a reason. I beg you.
Severus, don't be a fool.
He can't help it, it's habit by
Sirius,
now.
be quiet!
Quiet yourself, Remus!
Listen to you two quarreling like an old married couple.
Why don't you run along and play with your chemistry set?
I could do it, you know. But why deny the Dementors? They're so longing to see you Do I detect a flicker of fear? Oh, yes. The Dementor's kiss. One can only imagine what that must be like to endure. It's said to be nearly unbearable to witness, but I'll do my best. After you.
Sirius!
Master, I too find it difficult to believe this mere coincidence. However, if we are to truly discover the meaning of these events, perhaps we should, for the time being, let them unfold.
What? Do nothing? Offer him up as bait?
I agree with Severus.
We're the only ones who argue without dates. Oh. Come with one of us. Oh. Come on. It's one thing for a bloke. Look, we've just got to grit our teeth and do it. Tonight, when we get back to the common room, we'll both have partners. Agreed?
Agreed.
Oh! You must. 10 points from Hufflepuff, Fawcett, and the same for Ravenclaw, Stebbins.
It's a sign, Severus. Really? Then perhaps you wouldn't mind rolling up your sleeve, huh? You don't fool me, Severus.
I have nothing to be scared of, Igor. Can you say the same? Congratulations. Your performance in the Black Lake was inspiring. Gillyweed, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Ingenious. A rather rare herb, gillyweed. Not something found in your everyday garden. Nor is this. Know what it is? Veritaserum. 3 drops of this, and you know who himself would spill his darkest secrets. The use of it on a student is regrettably forbidden. However, should you ever steal from my personal stores again, my hand might just slip over your morning pumpkin juice. Don't lie to me. Gillyweed may be innocuous, but boomslang skin, lacewing flies.
Today, Professor Moody placed the Triwizard Cup.
That's Moody, but then who's...
Polyjuice potion.
Now we know who's been stealing from your store, Severus.
We also wish to welcome our new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, Professor Dolores Umbridge. Has asked me to remind you
Illuminating?
now, as I was
What a
saying,
load of waffle.
this
You applied first for the Defense Against the Dark Arts post, is that correct?
Yes.
But you were unsuccessful?
Obviously. You wished to see me, Headmaster?
Severus. Otherwise, we'll all be vulnerable.
It appears that there is a connection between the Dark Lord's mind and your own. Whether he is as yet aware of this connection is, for the moment, unclear. Pray he remains ignorant. Read it, control it, unhinge it. In the past, it was often the Dark Lord's pleasure to invade the minds of his victims, creating visions designed to torture them into madness. Only after extracting the last exquisite ounce of agony, only when he had them literally begging for death, would he finally kill them. Used properly, the power of our clemency will help shield you from access or influence. In these lessons, I will attempt to penetrate your mind. You will attempt to resist. Prepare yourself. Legilimens, concentrate, Potter. Focus. Feeling sentimental, not to me. And not to the Dark Lord if you don't improve. Every memory he has access to is a weapon he can use against you. You won't last 2 seconds if he invades your mind. You're just like your father. Lazy, arrogant. Control your emotions. Discipline your mind. Legilimens. Is this what you call control? The Dark Lord isn't resting. You and Black, you're two of a kind, sentimental children, forever whining about how bitterly unfair your lives have been. Well, it may have escaped your notice, but life isn't fair. Your blessed father knew that. In fact, he frequently sought it. Your father was a swine. Enough. Your lessons are at an end. Get out. Unless you wish to poison him, and I assure you I would have the greatest sympathy if you did, I cannot help you. No idea. You ought not to speak. Put it down, Bella. We mustn't touch what isn't ours. As it so happens, I'm aware of your situation, Narcissa.
You?
Your sister doubts me. Understandable. Over the years, I've played my part well. So well, I've deceived one of the greatest wizards of all time.
As for Draco?
I can't change the Dark Lord's mind. But it might be possible for me to help Draco.
Effort. When it matters most. He'll just slither back into his hole. Coward.
Take out your wand.
Will you, to fulfill the Dark Lord's wishes?
I will. I will.
Will you yourself carry out the deed the Dark Lord has ordered Draco to perform?
I will.
What do you think?
I think Miss Bell is lucky to be alive.
If she was delivering that to Professor Dumbledore, she wasn't doing it knowingly.
Yes, she was cursed. A very serious accusation, Potter.
Indeed. Your evidence? You just know. Once again, you astonish with your gifts, Potter. Gifts mere mortals can only dream of possessing. How grand it must be to be the chosen one.
I suggest you go back to your dormitories. All of you.
You've just bought yourself a month's detention, McLagan. Not so quick, Potter.
I really think I should rejoin the party my date.
Can surely survive your absence for another minute or two. Besides, I only wish to convey a message. He hopes you enjoy your holiday. You see, he's traveling. And he won't return until term resumes.
Happy?
I'll escort him out.
To you.
I swore to protect you.
Quick thinking on your part, Harry, using a bazaar. You must be very proud of your student, Horace.
Actually, I had intended to give it as a gift myself.
To whom, I might ask?
To you, Headmaster.
What's she doing here?
Oh, to be young and to feel love's keen sting. Well, come away, everybody.
Have you ever considered that you ask too much, that you take too much for granted? Has it ever crossed your brilliant mind that I don't want to do this anymore?
Do it. Go on, Draco.
Severus.
Avada Kedavra.
You coward, fight back! Second center!
You dare use my own spells against me, Potter? Yes. I'm the half-blood prince.
Severus.
It will happen Saturday next, at nightfall.
I've heard differently, my lord. The day before he turns 17.
This is a false trail. The Aura Office no longer plays any part in the protection of Harry Potter. Those closest to him believe we have infiltrated the Ministry.
Well,
most likely the home of someone in the Order. I'm told it's been given every manner of protection possible. Once there, it will be impractical to attack him.
That my wand and Potter's share the same core. And wizardry. Her speciality was Muggle studies.
Severus.
It's come to my attention that earlier this evening, Harry Potter was sighted in Hogsmeade. Now, should anyone, student or staff, attempt to aid Mr. Potter, they will be punished in a manner consistent with the severity of their transgression. Furthermore, any person found to have knowledge of these events who fails to come forward will be treated as equally guilty. If anyone here has any knowledge of Mr. Potter's movements this evening, I invite them to step forward. Now.
Tell them how it happened that night. Tell them.
Tonight, when the boy comes, it will not fail you, I'm sure of it. It answers to you, and you only. My lord.
The wand, does it truly answer to me? Where does its true loyalty lie?
With you. Of course, my lord.
You killed Dumbledore, Severus. While you live, the Elder Wand cannot truly be mine. You've been a good and faithful servant, Severus.
My lord.
Nagini, kill.
Take them. Please.
Give me something.
Look at me. You have your mother's eyes. No, don't kill me.
The prophecy did not refer to a woman.
But he thinks it's her son. He intends to hunt them down now, to kill them. Hide her. Hide them all. I beg you. Anything.
Harry.
You said you would keep her safe.
Rather like you.
Doesn't need protection. The Dark Lord is gone.
The Dark Lord will return. He has her eyes. If you truly loved her,
no one can know.
But I should never reveal the best of you, Severus.
Your word.
On the night Lord Voldemort went to Godric's Hollow to kill Harry, the curse rebounded. A part of Voldemort's soul latched itself onto the only living thing it could find. Harry himself. He must die. After all this time.
Always. So when the time comes, the boy must die. You've kept him alive so that he can die at the proper moment. You've been raising him like a pig for slaughter.
You must be the one to kill me, Severus. That is essential.
So